How's it going, family? Welcome back to the channel. So, a lot of you are holders of the Terra Luna Classic token. Some of you have been in the project since its inception way back when, and some of you are degenerates. And we already talked about what degenerates are, folks that are basically looking to make a quick flip in a token, and that's quite all right. If that's your investment strategy, that's fine. No harm, no foul. And then some of you are new to the project that just recently bought in with the prices been pumping lately. Now, the question that's out here on the table and the elephant that is in the room is, should you be worried about the recent price fall for the Terra Luna Classic token? Now, we'll get into that, but before we do, let me remind you to go ahead and like this video and be sure to subscribe to this channel so that you won't miss anything, any content that we put out in the future. All right, so now that we have that out the way, let's get to it, guys. So, one of the things I wanted us to look at is the recent chart looking at the 7 day, the 1 month, and the 1 day for Terra Luna Classic, because that's going to tell us the story to kind of give us an indication on should we be worried about where Luna Classic is going in terms of the price. Let's take a look at this, guys. So what I want us to do is take a look at Coin Market Cap. And what I've done is I've searched for Terra Luna Classic, which is the Lunc, Lunc, which is the trading symbol for Terra Luna Classic. And we see here that, yes, we have been in the red as of late. As of 9/11, we have been in the red at the time of this recording. As we can see, the trading volume has also fallen. I mean, at one point, we were down about 1.14 billion. And at the height of the last day, we were at 1.64 billion. So we've definitely seen a decrease in trading volume as well as a decrease in price. Now, yes, looking at this chart, you would indicate to yourself, or you would think to yourself, man, Terra Luna is really going down. What's going on with the price? Well, let's take a look at this. Let's zoom out a bit to the 7 day chart. When we zoom out to the 7 day chart, it begins to paint the picture a little bit clearer for you doubters out there. And we can see that we started the 7 day period at 3 Satoshis 25. That is 3 zeros 25 after the decimal. And we saw the price go from there and pump all the way up to its height at 3 Satoshis 58, which is 3 zeros 58 behind a decimal. So we saw that trading volume go from around $399 million. Pay attention, guys. 399 million with an M, all the way up to around over $1 billion, $3.70 billion to be exact. So we can see the trading volume was definitely there. Now, what really paints the picture is when we zoom out to a month. This really tells the story. And I'm going to remove myself here because I want you to see everything on this. If we go back a month as of today, of the day of this recording, which is August 12th, we can see that it was 4 Satoshis 87. That is 4 zeros 87 behind a decimal, right? And we had a trading volume of about $42 million in a 24-hour period. Now, we see that price go all the way from 4 Satoshis, in the range of 4 zeros, and we pumped all the way up, and we actually ate a zero, and we pumped all the way up to the price of 3 Satoshis 58. So we now see that not only did we eat a zero, but we dramatically increased that 24-hour trading volume. Now, you may ask yourself, why am I showing you these charts? Well, there is this saying that says, when in doubt, zoom out. Let me repeat that for you guys that are new to crypto. When in doubt, zoom out. That is exactly what we just did, because when you're narrowly focused and you're looking at the micro level of things, that may not necessarily tell you the full blown picture about where we actually have come or where we have come from. So when we zoom out in a chart, we were able to see that, wow, Terra Luna Classic has been hot over the last month. Not even over the last month, but really since September began. So this is an article I wanted you guys to take a look at here, because it kind of paints the picture as to why I don't think you should be concerned about Terra Luna's Classic's price at this point. I don't think you should be concerned. Now, of course, this is not financial advice. I don't have a crystal ball. I can't predict the future. I can only tell you based on history and knowing crypto and knowing how the market goes up and down. And that's just the nature of crypto, and not just crypto, even the stock market, even the financial markets. That's just the way it is. But I just want to educate you so that you won't panic sell the crypto. Again, not financial advice, just telling you facts. Now, here's an article here that was put out by Cointelegraph a few days ago, and it's entitled "Here's Why Terra Luna Classic." And I'm saying Terra Luna Classic, but it's the same thing. Terra Classic price has soared by, get this, guys, 250% in September. So remember how we look back at this chart here and we started out with just this one day and it looks like we were in red? That's true. But September, yes, this is a month. So this is covering all the way back to mid August. But just in the month of September, take a look at this. We pumped way up here. We lost a zero. So Terra Luna Classic really has been up at least 250% just in the first couple of days of September. So just that fact alone should tell you that, hey, Terra Luna is just taking a break. It's just cooling off. It's called consolidation. It's a consolidation period, getting ready to go for the next leg up. Now, we keep things simple on here. That's the reason why I'm not breaking it down with technical analysis and doing all these bull flags and all that stuff. But we're going to get there. I'm just trying to ease you guys into this education because we want you to understand the basics so that you can be an educated crypto trader. Now, as we move along with this article, we can see here that it gives some reasons as to what caused the Terra Luna Classic token to pump so drastically. And there are a couple of reasons. One of the reasons is here, and of course it says here, it outperformed the crypto market, right? It went up 250% month to date. That is the first couple of days of September, like we mentioned. But here's the thing. The reasons why the Terra Luna Classic actually saw that real pop in price over the last few days, really over the last week or so in the month of September, because we're not even in mid-September. We're just now teetering on mid-September, was because of, number one, the staking service that was introduced. So the article goes on and talk about the staking service. I'm not going to read it to you. You can go to cointelegraph.com and do a search on this topic. Here's why Terra Luna Classic price has soared by 250 in September. And you can read this article on your spare time. But for the sake of our conversation, it talks about the staking service. And it talks about the fact that the staking service went live on the Terra Classic chain on August 27th. So if we, while we're driving down this street, let's talk about what's important about the staking service and why would a staking service cause the price of a token to soar? Well, it's like this, guys. Terra Luna Classic introduced the staking service. What is staking? Staking, again, we talked about in several of our other videos, and so you can go back and watch those to get educated on it. But just for the purposes of this conversation and just to highlight what the purpose of staking is this. It's a win-win situation. Essentially, staking simply means that you are temporarily staking. You're putting a stake. You are taking out the tokens that you are staking out of circulating supply. So what happens when your tokens are taken out of the circulating supply? That means there are less of that token of those tokens in circulating supply, which in turn makes the value higher because it's scarce. It's more scarce. So the incentive for the folks, the community that are the holders that want to see a higher price in Terra Luna Classic's value, then they like to see staking, because what happens is people are staking their tokens, taking it out of circulation, and that is creating what's called a floor. It's creating a floor so that the price won't fluctuate so drastically. Number two, the article goes on and talks about something else that was introduced, and that is called the burning of Luna Classic. Now, before we talk about the burning of Luna Classic, I wanted to add one more thing in regards to the staking. Not only does it benefit the community because it's creating that price floor, taking tokens out of circulating supply, which makes the token supply more scarce, which increases the value of the token. It also rewards the person or the individuals that are staking their tokens with more of that token. So for instance, if you stake 1,000 Luna Classic tokens, I'm just saying this, this is not fact. I'm just saying this as an example. They may reward you. You stake 1,000, you get 100 if you stake it for 30 days. So you stake 1,000 Luna Classic tokens, we would reward you with 100 Luna Classic tokens. So now when you unstake your Luna Classic tokens, you have your 1,000 that you originally staked, that's your principal, and then you have your interest, which is what you earn for staking, which is the 100 Luna Classic tokens. So now you have 1,000 plus 100. You have 1,100 total Luna Classic tokens. And mind you, every token still has its value. So you basically earn free money. It's interest. It's a win-win for both the holder and the investor. Now that we have that out the way, we can move on to the burning of Luna Classic. Now, this is something else that caused the price of the Luna Classic token to pop. They introduced burning of the token. There were a lot of centralized exchanges that signed on in order to help burn the token. Because as you know, Luna Classic, they actually had to mint tokens. They did that way back when in order to save the project when we had that free fall of a crash in Luna Classic after the depegging of the Luna Classic or the Luna's ecosystem stablecoin, which was TC, US stable or US Terra Classic token. Guys getting tongue tied there, but you understand my point. The stable coin, it basically depegged from the dollar, which caused the whole ecosystem to collapse. And they minted more Luna Classic, or Luna at the time, Luna tokens. And then those tokens became Luna Classic. Look at the other videos that we've made to get some more education on that. Now, going back to the centralized exchanges that have agreed to burn Luna Classic tokens on a per transaction basis. Now, these are the individual centralized exchanges that have agreed to do it. You have KuCoin, which is a major centralized exchange. You have Gate.io, which is another major centralized exchange. You have MEXC, which is another major centralized exchange. You have Huobi Global, which is another centralized exchange that's real popular. And last but not least, you have Binance. Now, there is some discussions going back and forth with Binance, whether they want to do both on-chain and off-chain burning for the tokens or the transactions that are occurring off-chain and on-chain. We're not going to get into that for the purposes of this conversation because that's getting technical. And again, we like to keep things simple for your understanding and your viewing pleasure. Now, going back to the article, now that we have that out the way, it talks about the burning of the token and the fact that they implemented the 1.2% transaction burn. Now, you may be asking, what is this burning? And again, we have discussed this several times on other videos. Essentially, all it is once a transaction is done, a certain percentage of that transaction is taken, the tokens is sent to what's called a dead wallet or a burn wallet, essentially taking it out of circulating supply forever. That's different than staking. Staking is a temporary event taking the token out of circulation temporarily. Burning is removing it out of circulation permanently forever. So you have two mechanisms working. You have the temporary mechanism, which is the staking, and then you have the permanent mechanism, which is the burning. And those two combined are helping to push Luna Classic's token and also their market cap higher. And there you have it, folks. I mean, so you have nothing to be worried about. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, just telling you the facts here. This is simply a cooling off period for the Terra Luna project here. And like I said before, when in doubt, zoom out. And as you can see, where we've come from to where we are now. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of the Crypto Stream. If you like the video, please go ahead and like it below, comment below, chime into the conversation. What do you think Luna Classic token is headed? Do you think it's going to be headed to a penny soon, to $1 or more? You tell me what you think. Chime into the discussion below. Also, go ahead and subscribe to this channel so that you can stay tuned and don't miss a beat with anything we put out on this channel. Thank you so much, guys, and we'll talk to you real soon.